I don't know exactly what I did, but I messed around with the INI file by deleting it and having it reset the settings. And I set the quality to low at first, but turned up all the things that I felt necessary, like texture and resolution. And now I'm back with 32 times anti-aliasing. I don't have HDR enabled right now. I might try enabling that. But now I'm finally getting more than 15 frames per second when you talk to someone.
Yes.
See, well, you
Well,
can't see it, but it's showing here that I have 60 frames per second now. So that looks really nice when there's animation
really,
in
it
the
depends on
face.
which aspect of, as I.
It's no longer looking choppy. Okay, so HDR doesn't seem to be the culprit of the low frames per second, so I really don't know what is. Let's see. Whoops. Okay. Options, video. Most of this crap was at the maximum and enabled. So whatever might have been the culprit might lie in here, but I'm not really sure. I'm wondering if it's this one, but I don't know for sure. Right now I'm getting 60 frames per second basically anywhere, so I'm happy. Everything looks good. So I got HDR running and 32 times anti-aliasing, and damn, it looks nice. Woot! Yeah, so like 40 to 60 frames per second as I jump around in here. Alright, so I just got a quest from Shegorath. I'm on my way to do it, and I was messing around with some ragdolling just for fun.
Blessings.
There's a little tiny video on that I uploaded earlier, so go click out if you want to know how to ragdoll all over the place and record it if you want. Actually, I didn't mention how to record it, but to record it you use Fraps or whatever screen recording program you prefer, but Fraps is pretty good. So check that out.
Yeah.
Entering Zidillion. These fuckers are hard to kill, so I don't even know if I should be in here really. Because one was level 6 and one was level 11. I was level 2 and killing them just raised me to level 3, but it was a pain in the ass. So I'm thinking that I'm just gonna maybe leave this quest line for a little bit and just explore shit. Get some spells, especially a healing spell, because I really need one. I tried something just now where I go ragdoll right before trying to enter a door, and it loads that next area, but then it's like, wait, your body's still over there, so it like tries to go back to the area that your body's in or whatever, and it just gets stuck on 0% loaded. So just a warning, I guess. Oh, and also there's a jump animation replacer so that it doesn't look like a still frame when you jump. Seems like a little thing, but it looks more realistic that way. And I also stopped using that jump adjustment, because even though it looks more realistic, it's much less fun. I still haven't found a jump mod that just makes you go up and down more quickly. So I figure they designed the game allowing you to jump high enough that you could reach certain places, so that might slow me down if certain areas require you to jump. Kinda high. Yay, I cured my afflictions. Ragdolls are fun. Bloop.
She put the word out that a good friend of hers went missing. She's offered a reward, but as far as I know, nobody's taken her up on the offer. Not sure who's missing either. She's keeping quiet about it. I suppose if...
Jesus Christ. Roar, coarse linens. This is pretty cool. I'm sorry, I should be commenting, but I forgot that I'm recording. This is 10,000 Elytra Ichors, and I changed the INI setting for the Havoc threads to be 5, since I have, Hey! Since I have...
He's recording!
Yeah.
Oh, you interrupt! Yay! What is this?
I'm doing an item duplication glitch.
God,
So that's 10,000 of these little discus things.
It looks like a green
But yeah, since I have a
lava.
6-core processor, I did 5 Havoc threads so that it's all processing quickly enough.
It looks like green lava's coming after him.
I know, that's pretty cool. Hello, you.
Bye.
Bye.
I've been waiting for you to record so I can interrupt you again. Finally it happened.
I know, right?
I know.
Love you. It's inspected damage. Ew. Gross. So 10,000 of these brings my frames per second down to 3 and 4. Not sure what's going on with these little bits. Maybe that's just a mesh. Has a bounding box or something there. Woohoo! Now I've got 50,000 of these mushroom caps going. There's always that one point that you're looking at that it starts spewing them out from, and if there's too many all at once, it just spews out more and more over time. I'm gonna leave and come back because this is taking a while. Okay, so here's the result of 50,000 of these motherfuckers. Now to reload my game, because that was a very pointless endeavor. Just testing stuff out. Reloaded a save game from earlier so I don't have the temptation of all those duplication scrolls. Also because it kind of distracts from the regular game. Just messing around with the duplication glitch. I noticed another mod that I didn't include in my lineup this time, which is one that gets rid of the persistent glow on magical items. There's one mod that like completely eliminates it, one mod that makes it last for like only a second or two. Yeah, so I put on the mod, it's called Initial Glow, available on TES Nexus. And this is what it does. So when you equip something, you see the glow initially, but then it goes away. A good way to level up your magic skills is to do something repeatedly. In this case, I'm using the Supreme Magicka mod version of the Open Easy Lock spell, and I saw that increased my skill when I targeted a door. Just repeatedly do something. It's good if it's a spell that uses up very low amount of magic, and just repeatedly do it as much as you want, and level up really quickly that way. Whoa, shit. What happened there? I don't know what happened there. I cured it. Like before, when I had a disease hell joint, it was, instead of decreasing, 68 points. I guess it like must have gone in a loop or something, because my speed was at 101 instead of being decreased. So something's weird going on with the effects there. I'm wondering if it does that on the vanilla game, like unmodded game, because I get that sometimes, and I think it's because of conflicting mods. But anyways, I just had a really good magic battle. Some necromancers. He's using a ranged attack, and it was pretty cool. Have a mod that speeds up the spells so that they don't like float along really slowly, and that was actually a pretty intense battle, surprisingly. Usually when I use magic, it's like really tedious and annoying. I just walked out of here and I'm just like drawn back by how freaking crisp that looks. Just the light shining on the rocks. It looks really nice. Just little things that make me go, oh. Just got a gold coin and a pelt from this wolf, and I'm wondering how this wolf had a gold coin on him. Or why, rather. I just used Soothing Touch on this Marauder, and that calmed him down. So now he doesn't want to fight me anymore. But he will in just a second. Now he does.
Whoa.
Now he doesn't. Whee! It's cool how jumping on a rock is like the ultimate defense from NPCs. They are really retarded. Swinging at the rock. Not helpful for him. Cool thing to do is to use one of these when an enemy's following you. You just hold back on it, and then let it fly. And it goes, ugh! Gets him. It's good use of the environment. I think it's cool that the bad guys in these dungeons have small talk just like everyone else, because it makes them more believable characters. Although the small talk is just as bad as everyone else's, so maybe it makes them less believable in that sense. I'm running along, picking flowers as I'm being chased by a bunch of marauders. Thank you, Mr. Imperial Guardsman! I also have this mod now called Skill Perk Descriptions Enhancement that just makes these little descriptions a little more interesting. So whenever you make that accomplishment, it feels like you've accomplished something. And it's just kind of cool and interesting. It's more, I don't know, seems cooler, fun to read. What is it with odd things in animal corpses? I just found a lockpick in a mud crab. People are doing some strange things to mud crabs. No! Glarther's coming after me!
We need to...
I always hate it that he follows you. I don't want to start the quest. Creepy bastard. What the fuck? Glarther's a creepy bastard.
Welcome back.
Followed me all the way down into this basement. Although boring, I think it might be good to do the Mages Guild recommendation quests, since I covered that already in my videos. I could use that as
What is it, associate?
Shut up. I could use that as a way to level up my character and get access to stuff in the Mages Guild. Just installed a mod called Stolen Item Ownership, which makes it so that if no one's looking at you, the items aren't considered stolen. So everything I stole from Earthor's place is now not stolen because I told him to go away. So he can't see me. I'm stealing all of his shit. Except stuff in containers, apparently, still gets the stolen tag, so you have to drop it out of your inventory in order for it to work. So let's see if that works. Okay, that works. Let's see if it works on something unrelated. Oh, okay. Well, that might be a little weird because all you need to do is drop it out of your inventory to make it not stolen anymore. That's kind of convenient. I think everyone should buy your stolen items anyways, so that's not a big deal. And you can still complete the mages, or you can still complete the Thieves Guild stolen items task, because if you get stuff from containers, get enough of it, you can still fence it and get to whatever level they require of fenced goods. And for everything else, if you just want to sell it and you're not interested in the Thieves Guild at the moment, then you can. If you don't want to lose it when you get put in jail, you don't. I think I found out what messes up the sound effect, at least for the spell casting. I tried spell casting and then I quickly opened up my inventory before the spell sound effect completed, and now it's not making a sound effect when I cast a spell. I like waking people up just long enough to run in and sleep on their bed.
Tonight I need your sweet carafe to hold the liquid contents.
You ruined my song! I hate how I can't find these people talking because it sounds... their voices are coming through the walls.
Take care.
Yeah, see, they're right here, and I was downstairs looking for them, going into all the different rooms. I hate your voice acting, Linda Carter. I really love it that everything you drop, you can drop all the items in the game pretty much, and everything has its own model and has its own physics. That is really something in today's game design. Just lazy all over the place. They took the painstaking effort to do all that to all the items. Makes for more realistic and it's good. Check that out. That is intense. I really need to do something about this disease mod or glitch. That is intense. Check this out. Check this out. I'm holding the walk forward button. It's not doing shit. I was able to... There we go. I'm tapping it now, and I could just barely move. Oh, that's intense. I'm gonna disable this mod, heal myself, see if there's a way to prevent that thing from glitching out on me in the future. Go away.
Help! Help! I'm being attacked!
If anyone knows what this is, please tell me, because I don't know where I got it from, and it doesn't seem to do anything when you drink it. But I'm gonna sell it. This is cool. I'm doing the persuasions on him, but he keeps like opening and closing his eyes, depending on how well I do at the topics. But I'm just clicking and clicking and clicking. Apparently I did very poorly. Wow, I did so poorly that I pissed this guy off enough to fight me. I'm gonna let the guard deal with him. Glarther was trying to get into his house, but he locked himself out. That was fun. Now the guard is running away. What the fuck? What is wrong with you? Seriously, all the guards are running away. What the hell? Shit, maybe it's because he's level 19. Okay, good thing to do in this situation is hold the block button and talk to the person attacking you. And that made it so that he yielded to me. Because that's basically like, I give up! And so, if he's not a bad guy, then he'll usually yield to you. Or stop fighting. Anyways. Bum fights! Jeez, the guard even runs away from the bum.
Yeah. What's going on?
The guards are so fucking wimpy now. What the hell is going on? The guard was like, Guards! Guards! Someone's being attacked! And they ran around this building. What the fuck? This is great. It's like, Glarther has been acting stranger than usual. She's like, yes! And then they keep on talking. I fucking love the dialogue. It's awesome. Oh, and also she like greeted him with the phrase, head on! I don't know if that's normal Skyrim slang or whatever, but I just thought of apply directly to the forehead. Bam, sucker!
You'd be in danger too!
I'm on this Glarther quest, and I stole fucking everything from Bernadette Penniless. She has nothing. She has no rakes. No nothing. I'm supposed to be following her and seeing what she does, but I think having everything stolen from her in the night could have an impact on what she does and where she goes. If you're thinking logically, like the real world or something, that would be kind of a tip-off that somebody's onto you, I think. She's not even coming out of her freaking house. Note to self. She stops in front of the church and stares at the door. Glarther not so inconspicuously stares at her, staring at the door. Glarther gets bored and walks away. Now proceeds to stare at the corner of the church. Glarther walked away, but Bernadette continues to stare. It's now 8 a.m. and she's still staring at the door, doing nothing. She has nothing in her inventory. Ah, maybe it's because the chapel is locked. Wow, she persistently stared at the door waiting for it to be unlocked this whole time. And then when I go in, unlocking it with my lockpick, discreetly, then she gets disinterested and walks away. Goes back into her house. Thanks a lot, bitch. Okay, so I unlocked the door using console command because I have no idea why it was locked and why she was trying to go in it if it's locked. So now let's see. She finally went into it since it was unlocked. Where is she? Where the hell did she go? Okay, so she's in church. She's reporting to her divinity. That's who she's reporting to. She's a spy. Marie Paliella seems very happy. That is not a safe place to be lighting candles. Jumping on the bed, jumping on the bed. I think they're speaking in code. No, it's just the rumors. Just the Oblivion rumors. That time they were actually talking about Glarther. I could say that he was consorting with the guard. I stole her hoe, but she's still hoeing. He stole a horse, but is going just as slow as he would if he were walking. I don't get it. I'm gonna kill his horse. Wow, he's not even phased. As far as I can tell, Tudius Sextius just wandered out here for no good reason whatsoever. Look at that teeny tiny candle. That's a small candle. Why won't you leave your fucking house? Check this out. Rumors. It is not always an easy life we lead, but the people must be served. That's not a fucking rumor. That's your own damn personal feelings.
The Altmer
Check
have
this out.
powerful wizards.
Small talk
It
between
could be a dangerous
Glarther and
situation.
Dion. What the hell did you do now? What the fuck? Well, okay. I let Glarther kill the David Surly, but since I have a mod that
How goes it?
disables the psychic ability of guards to know when you commit a crime, none of the guards heard
From where
him
do you
kill David, so he's totally fine now. Killed somebody, and he's just gonna go on his merry way as a normal town citizen, making small talk with guards.
That is Callidius.
Although if you talk to him, he doesn't really feel comfortable talking to you right
That's
now.
nothing to eat.
I do think it's funny, though, that when Dion came into Glarther's house and chatted with me at his bedside, that he was like, Glarther finally went nuts and killed somebody. Didn't see that coming. But then, once Glarther got up, he just chit-chatted with him. And everything was fine. So I guess they really didn't care. At all. Or maybe they just have no way to prove it. He's got creepy eyes. I like how shadows can go through walls. Check it out. Woo! So in order to make things not stolen anymore, I am using that mod that I talked about before, where you have to drop it. Well, where anything that you pick up while not being seen is considered not stolen. So basically, to make it legit, I drop an item and then I pick it up again. But I think that if you do too many too quickly, it doesn't register correctly, so sometimes have to do it over again. So like, I'm dropping everything I see that's stolen out of these foods, and I'm going to try picking up everything. So technically it should pick up everything and have none of it be stolen, but I have a feeling that some will still be considered stolen. So that happened to me before. Yeah, so like the onion, potato, rice were still stolen. So you just do those over again. And that time it worked. There's another mod that allows for a well of doing the same thing. It's like a container that you drop it into. That is for Frostcrag's Spire though, and I have the mod that unnerfs all the DLC. So in order for me to get Frostcrag's Spire, I will have to go through the Mages Guild questline long enough that I get the note, which makes sense to me because when you're in the Mages Guild they have your contact information, so your long lost uncle could contact them and knows that you're in the Mages Guild and would appreciate Frostcrag's Spire. So that would make sense that he put you in his will and blah blah blah. And so I have to wait until I get Frostcrag's Spire for that to be effective for me, I think. And when I do, that'll be cool, because I so far haven't seen any other mod that allows for that sort of thing, except for a portable items chest mod that does that. But from the comments on that mod, it seemed kind of sketchy, as if there were some bugs that were unresolved. So I don't know. I also was using the Living Economy mod, which is bundled with Francesco's leveled creatures and items. But when I had a look at Economy Enhanced, which is an alternative mod, that mod seemed really compatible with other things that changed prices and such, like clutter. Like, I want to get some money out of clutter, and that mod seems to work well with other things, with other mods. And actually it seems to be more modifiable and makes sense, so I reinstalled Francesco's leveled creatures and items without Living Economy.
Go ahead, please.
And I put in Economy Enhanced instead, and now it does the same kinds of things. Different towns have different things that you could sell for more. Ceramic Goblet sells for more in Breville. Also purchases for more, so you wouldn't want to buy it in Breville. But yeah, I sold that there. And yeah. So I really like it. It does, however, actually require the one of the either the latest or second to latest Oblivion script extender version, which I was using the version that was on the Steam forums, which is actually version 17, and that was not good enough. So I had to download from the official OBSE site the latest version, which is still compatible with Steam. It's just that you have to, I guess, have the Steam community enabled for in-game, which I typically don't like, because I don't like getting interrupted by messages, and I don't like having that thing pop up at the bottom right corner. But for Oblivion, it's going to be something that I'll need to live with, because it's worth it to have mods like this that kick ass. I'm not sure why it is, but sometimes fog doesn't look quite right on people. Like this guy, for instance. Is it the self shadows? No, it shouldn't be. Because this side is the light side. I don't know why his skin is so incredibly dark in the front. But, meh. Another thing I don't like about a lot of mods, and I don't think there's a way to really get around this, the dialogue when there is no voice file,
You'll always get
for like modded text, like local prices, the mod creator didn't give any actual sound files to what's being said, so it has to be in text. But if you have subtitles disabled, which I almost always do, you end up getting just someone staring at you and not saying anything. Time passes and you're like, what the fuck? And you have to click and click and click for anything to happen to get out of that conversation that's happening without you even knowing it. So I think it would be better if there was a way that you could just option it to pop up regardless of having subtitles enabled, because for things like this it's kind of retarded. But yeah, it would have been better on that subject. It would have been better if the construction set didn't screw people over by the newer version not being compatible with lib files and such. So yeah, the thing about the construction set is the reason probably the reason you don't see very many voiced Oblivion mods is because the new construction set version cannot generate lip sync files. So basically, a lot of mods, a lot of modders just don't even try, because what they have to do is they have to revert to the previous version just to make the lip sync files. So it's a really convoluted process that people just don't want to deal with. But for me, I freaking hate mods that don't have everything that the game has. Like, everyone in the game has voiced dialogue, and I find it really jarring and distracting when someone just spews text at me when everything else is voiced. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you cut the modders some slack, because this shit's hard to do, and that's not the most important aspect of a mod. But seriously, it's when you make a quest mod, it's really annoying when they put forth all the energy to make a huge quest and none of it being voiced. It's like one of those icing on the cake things. It could just be so much better if they put forth the extra effort. But for little things like the economy enhanced mod, I can understand not wanting to voice it, because for existing characters, and you can't really copy someone else's voice acting that well. It's very rare that you could find someone that matches the original voice actor's voice to any degree, to any good degree. But for quest mods that introduce new NPCs and are like really good quest mods with modders that really try hard to make it enjoyable, I should think that that would be something that's included. But there's no way to search for modders that I can tell that have voiced mods. It's really hard to search for those mods, and that's what I'm nitpicky about, is I want to play those mods. So, if anyone knows of a listing of really good voiced quest mods, please let me know, because it's, I don't want to play text mods. Oh my god, what happened? Yay, no more glitchiness. But I had to exit the game and come back in to fix it. Hopefully it doesn't come back.